Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Warcraft replay here. For some reason the thing is frozen. Oh, there we go. And we have a bit of a problem with the full screen program, but oh well. Yeah, there's a little problem with the Netease replay system. Loading screen, or it's actually, what is it? It's hard to watch full screen, or it's hard to watch full screen with the right resolution. It seems like Netease doesn't even have the option to like, what is it? It doesn't even have 1920 1080 for some reason. So yeah, that might be a little weird. It might just be my monitor since it's a widescreen monitor, but it should still support 16:9. Either way, we have an Undead vs Orc matchup. We should be switching over to the Orcs perspective here, as of course we want to keep track of that Demon Hunter. Not Demon Hunter. Yikes, it's been a while. Blade Master, but we might not even have a Blade Master. We shall see, since if you didn't notice, it is 1.29, and 1.29 has widescreen support. The text over here is a little misplaced, of course. I was just guessing where the blank region was, but it seems like I missed it a little bit. It seems like we are not going to be having a Blade Master this time around, as it is going to be Farseer first. Introducing the players, of course, we have Fly spawning in as the blue orc in the left side of the map, and TBC BM spawning in as the red undead on the right side. Yeah, 1.29, and I've noticed a couple of games have already been, what is it? Pumping out the new map, or new maps. We are on the floodplains, hold up, floodplains. That's what it's called. Not flooded plains, because I guess they don't really. I don't know, but either way, Farseer first. We did expect some hero usage changes to be done when 1.29 popped out, and yeah, for the first game that I chose, it is going to be a non-Blade Master first, but I'm pretty sure TBC is just going to go for the standard Death Knight, as I don't think undead heroes have actually been hit too hard in terms of changes there in the patch, so there is that. I'm pretty sure, like, I think the only ones that got hit was like probably the Blade Master and I think the Mountain King. Actually, I don't even know if the Mountain King's was a nerf or not. I just saw his name pop up and a bunch of text as well. Don't remember, but either way, Farseer first for Fly and his wolves. We'll see how useful they will be. It is a bit of a timer kind of situation versus Undead, since they do have destroyers, and then destroyers can just consume the spirit wolves themselves. I'm not sure if one or two consume Devour Magic is enough to actually take down a level 2 spirit wolf. We shall see, but that just might encourage TBC to go a lot more destroyers than normal. Yeah, the tracker is also in a rather weird position, a little too far away from the hero portraits on the top left, but I guess Netease wasn't really anticipating the changes in the resolution, at least the UI perspective here, because again, turn off the UI, it's really weird. All the usual stuff are on the same positions. It's just that there's this extra gap on the sides here, which is basically just dead space. So yeah, I might add some things to the overlay. I might have to spend a lot of time actually changing the overlay, but yeah, for now, just using the temporary one here, just hiding the timer because, you know, some people want that, but for now, Farseer still at level 1, but so is the Death Knight, I believe. Despite having so many creep camps, yeah, none has hit 2 just yet. This is the first time I've actually seen this map, but considering the situation here, I should probably just look at it some other time. Either way, both sides are going for pretty relatively difficult camps here. The no Overseer being taken down guarding the gold mine, and the troll warlord will be taken down. It's not really guarding much, but I believe he is holding a powerful item. I say that, but it seems like it was just a mantle of intelligence, so rather unrewarding it seems in terms of the item drops there for that camp. Normally troll warlords drop level 6 items, but obviously the mantle of intelligence is nowhere near that powerful of an item. Farseer on the other hand, gloves of haste? Okay. Really weird. I was expecting maybe a better consumable item, maybe something with more power, but so far it's just been the standard item drop pool here, which is really not expected, I guess. Either way, tier 2 should be done for both sides. The Black Citadel is on the way straight away for TBC, meanwhile Shadowhunter is out for Fly. No Fortress Tech just yet, but it seems like Double Bestiaries is coming down for himself. Already starting producing those Wind Riders there, and bit of a weak kind of backbone army for yourself if you are gonna deal with those Crypt Fiends. We'll see how many Crypt Fiends TBC gets compared to I guess the standard, because that might just shut down those Wind Riders entirely. We might just have Wind Riders plus Raiders, and maybe go into Fortress Tech for some Troll Berserkers there, but for now it is just mass Wind Riders for the Orc player. Farseer is very close to level 3, just one more kill, any kill pretty much will give him that level 2 Shadow Wolves, not Shadow Wolves, Dire Wolves. And yeah, we should be starting to see some skirmishes once that happens, because these tiny Spirit Wolves, they don't really do too much damage by themselves. They need that extra bit of oomph with the crits, so here we go. But it seems like TBC wants some action already. Level 3 has been gained for the Farseer, and this might just sway the Death Knight away. Speed Scroll is going to be used, and we might get a surround. Not that many ground units for the Orc player. Instead, he's just going to go after those Crypt Fiends with a Hex, and possibly just take him down. Nice Death Coil there to heal up the straggling Crypt Fiend, but he is still being attacked constantly by those units, but finally a second Death Coil will be able to sway those units away. And of course, Lich is now out, and he does have the Frost Armor as his first ability. Probably not what he really wanted, since there's no Blade Mass to deal with. It was probably best to have taken like Frost Nova first, but I guess in terms of desperation, he really wants that Frost Armor to save his one Crypt Fiend. And of course it does hit those grunts if need be, and of course those wolves. But for now it seems like the majority of those units produced is going to be those Wind Riders there. No auto webs just yet, but the creep camp did go and ensnare a couple of those wyverns for free. Level 3? No? Who leveled up there? Level 2 on the Shadowhunter, so he does have access to his healing. Nice Chain Lightning to finish off the straggling Hexed Crypt Fiend before any Death Coils come out. In terms of mana, it seems like the Death Knight might be able to toss 2 more Death Coils. Oh, no, now down to 1, but interestingly enough, most of those Wind Riders have been taken down. It seems like Web has finally been upgraded, and we'll be able to take down all of those Wind Riders there. A couple of grunts left on the field versus pretty much just the Undead Heroes plus 1 Crypt Fiend. Is that going to be enough? I believe Destroyer form is not completed just yet, but is on the way. Level 2 for the Lich, so he does have access to his Nova if he wants it, but that one Crypt Fiend is going to get taken down. Nicely done by Fly, able to just go after the ones that matter the most. The heroes can be dealt with a little later, especially since the Death Knight does have that greater healing potion at his disposal. That will be another Crypt Fiend down, but the Shadowhunter gets chased down with a Nova into an Orb of Corruption in the back, so concentrates from both sides, but it seems like Fly is still pretty confident in chasing this to the end. Might be wanting some statues on his want some statues here. Ensnare will be able to pick that one up, and Yeah, nice double crit, but oh, a devastating Nova Coil combo onto the Farseer there, so might have overextended a little bit. I actually am not aware if he actually had the TP scroll available. He does indeed have the TP scroll, so just wasn't fast enough in reacting to that, and yeah, rather unlucky. Losing both heroes in exchange for just a couple of units is not that ideal of a result, so a bit of a, how should I say it, a bit of a setback for Fly, since, well, he did give level 3 I believe, or level 4 to the Death Knight, so that is a bit troubling. The Lich is also nearing that level 3 as well. Yeah, just surprised that I don't actually know if any undead heroes got hit, but yeah, the undead spell combo is just absolutely disgusting. In addition with the Naga Sea Witch as well, which I'm not sure if we're gonna see coming out as the third hero, but the Boneyard has been placed down and possible Frost Worms are en route. I believe we're starting to add some Raiders into the mix here for Fly, so that should be able to match up against those Crypt Fiends. Of course, Wind Riders by themselves just seem so very vulnerable to Crypt Fiends, and yeah, they wouldn't be able to chase down those Destroyers if those Crypt Fiends are unattended. Going straight after those Orc Burrows here, as the TP Scroll is going to be used by the Farseer. And here we go, nice Nova, actually hitting a majority of those units, and the Farseer gets instantly Nova'd. I believe, what was that? That was a Potion of Restoration that kind of hit everyone except for the Farseer. Rather unfortunate, and that will be rather disastrous turn of events for Fly. TPing without actually anticipating him getting hit by the double combo is looking pretty bad. The Shadow Hunter is oh, I thought the Shadow Hunter was out of mana, but that was actually the Destroyer's health there. We'll be able to take down the Destroyer. Will the two Raiders be enough to actually defend? It doesn't seem so, as we're getting some freezes here. I don't know why, but the Farseer is trying to be revived through the altar, but is it going to be in time? It doesn't look like it, as TBC is just ahead, about 13 supply. Very, very little Orc Burrows remain as well, so if this one gets taken down, Fly will be upside down. Trying to go chasing after those Crypt Fiends, but I mean the Death Knight has enough mana for another Death Coil, and that's just going to be very, very demoralizing if that ever happens. You could also just use the combo onto the Shadow Hunter there and finish him off, but yeah, yeah, this doesn't look good for Fly, to be honest. Level 5 has been gained for the Death Knight, and that is just going to be game. So, yeah, I was actually hyping this up to be somewhat mid to late game-ish kind of a game, but that ended rather quickly. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Not sure what I think about 1.29 after this one, because it looked like a 1.28 game, to be honest. But yeah, we'll go on to the next one.